Oh my God, you are going to feel so ecstatic, so super happy, so super delighted. The moment in time, my gorgeous Piscelini, you hear this news. The moment in time you hear this news, like how I can describe this when it comes to your life, how you're gonna feel exactly is, you're gonna feel like, oh my God, this is the light at the end of a tunnel, very, very long tunnel. Now this news, you will know as soon as you hear this that your life is about to improve big time. At the same time, that very instant moment, that very moment, you are also going to let go of so much negativity and so much stress that you've actually been through. Like, oh my God, on top of all that, this in itself is going to start this absolutely wonderful healing progress, which is going to almost instantly again reflect on your energy levels. Maybe you just didn't have enough energy, like lately within the last few months you would start something and your energy levels weren't that great. So this is immediately going to reflect on your energy levels, and when that happens, that is also going to reflect on your spirit, on you spiritually as well. Absolutely mind-blowing. So it's all about this great, amazing news that you are going to have, and I can tell you that this in itself, it's really going to surprise you. Do you know what? It is light at the end of tunnel, very, very long tunnel. It is the moment where you are going to start the process of recovery because you've been going through something very, very difficult. So that's why I'm saying that this is going to help you to let go of so much negativity and stress. So what is good news is going to be all about? What is good news is going to be all about? Well, let me tell you, this good news is going to be now. As soon as you become aware of this good news, the first thing that it's going to be on your mind is going to be new beginning. Okay, and also the second thing that is going to be on your mind is going to be accepting a challenge. You will know exactly which challenge now you are going to accept. If you did not have this news, there is no way that you would accept ever such an important challenge. Let me tell you that this challenge, it's like, oh my God, going to bring so much potential into your life. You're going to realize so much potential you have within. You're going to realize how talented you are. You're gonna realize, like, you're gonna be so excited, but then again you're gonna start understanding and realizing the bigger picture here. The bottom line is that this good news that you are going to have, it's going to make you aware of the fact that now it's time to accept some kind of a challenge. Trust me, you will know which challenge I'm talking about, because that is going to lead towards your own success and towards your own victory. And just you thinking about it, now you are getting to the stage of your life where you're just thinking about this is going to bring so much positivity, fun and optimism in your life, let alone once you kind of dive into it. This is going to lead towards your own freedom, and it's going to lead towards a sincere choice based on your feelings. This is so important, my gorgeous Piscelini, because it's going to make you so much more flexible as well. And now you're going to start having all these like kind of ideas. What do you want to do, and what do you want to try, and what do you want to explore? Suddenly you're going to realize that there is so much that you want to do, there is so much that you want to explore. And you're also at around the same time, you're going to reconnect with somebody you haven't seen in absolute ages, and they're going to inspire you. That particular person is going to inspire you even more. They've done something so brilliant and so successful when it comes to their life, something very unique, the way they live their life, and this is going to inspire you even more, even further. Brilliant. But let me tell you, so this is going to make you like a flexible, but also let me tell you the bottom line of all this. Do you know what's the bottom line of all this? Yeah? Do you know what is the bottom line? There is more. There is so much more to it. So it's not only a good news, it's not only light at the end of the tunnel, it's not only this leading towards your own success and victory. Do you know where this is going to be leading towards? Towards your wish coming true. Okay, towards like a really big wish coming true, but you're gonna realize even more, like you're gonna realize your dreams, you know, you're gonna realize and you're gonna find out so much more about yourself. Why? Because this is gonna help you to embrace yourself, embrace the blessing of life. It's going to help you to restore your balance. By restoring your balance, you're going to open your heart. By opening your heart, you're going to, what I said, ignite your passion. By igniting your passion, you're going to release your potential. Okay, you've got so much going for you, my gorgeous Pisces. So this is going to lead towards you ultimately opening your door to the divine. You know, you are going to start seeing things in a completely different light, on a completely different level, from a completely different perspective. And this is when your life is going to start becoming very, very interesting indeed. Of course, it's to do with the one big mama completion. Okay, this is to do with the one big completion here. So it's to do with an ending, but it's also to do with the beginning as well. Absolutely mind-blowing indeed. Oh my goodness. Okay. And also, my gorgeous Pisces, you know what? It's like another thing I was going to say. At around the midweek, this is so important to say because you are going to almost not want to have a compromise with this person. It's about having some kind of a compromise that you're going to be like, no, baby, no. That you're not going to like this whatsoever. Something is going to be putting you off from this compromise. And this is the moment in time when maybe sometimes, you know, you are going to be kind of going against your intuition in a way, and sometimes even going against your intuition, it's also okay. If you need to go against your intuition, then there is a very specific reason for it. It is a very complex subject that I can talk about for 2 days, but one thing is literally going to lead into another. Even if you are going against your intuition, then there is a very specific reason for it. Your spirit doesn't want you to use your intuition because the time is not right. So for example, you see what I mean? But when it comes to this situation, you are going to become aware of this compromise, and something is going to be putting you off, and like almost as if like, no, don't do it. But you're still going to realize that you're going to have to do it, and that's absolutely brilliant because something is going to happen when it comes to that compromise. Oh my God, this is so important. Something is going to happen when it comes to that compromise, and you are going to realize also something really positive. It's going to come out of that compromise, and you are going to realize also that you need to forgive something to someone. This is so important. I know it's going to piss you off probably now, but you're going to realize when it comes to that compromise, not only this is going to work out in your favor, but you're also going to realize, you know what, now it's time to forgive something to someone. And I think that that's going to be absolutely obvious. And the moment in time you realize this, that you need to forgive something to someone, when you realize who this is, like few minutes after that moment in time, you need to understand that this is directly connected to your destiny, directly connected to your karma. And this is also going to kind of not that long after that moment in time, there is a very interesting chance that you are going to become aware of. Once you leave this situation, you know, let's say a few hours later, and I'm talking about that you are going to realize this a very important chance, you know, and this chance you would never ever realize unless you went to have that particular compromise. And especially the fact that you forgave something to someone. Okay, you forgave something to someone. This is important, to forgive something to someone, because by forgiving something to someone, something negative that they have done to you in the past, this is all going to be obvious. At the same time, you're cutting the certain ties in between you and that person. Nothing to do with you both, but it's to do with your spirituality, and you allowing yourself to move forward on your spiritual journey. There is so much more to it. And when we feel angry or negative about someone, someone, and we are not forgiving something to someone, then that means that we need to work on our own personal level of perception. The way we see things, it's not good. We just have to adjust the way we see things, and then we can see things in a different light and simply move on. Okay, this is so important, because it's going to lead towards you spreading your wings and finally flying, my gorgeous Piscelini. It's so important. So this is going to lead towards you having such an important chance after that moment in time. But this is to do with your destiny, and it's also to do with a really good luck. That's why you're going to feel like you're having a good luck, but you are actually going to have a really good luck throughout this week. And if you do come across number 88 or 888, like, oh my god, through the synchronicity or something, if you see number 888 or 88, then immediately, this is so important throughout this week. If you come across the numbers 88 or 888, immediately you need to pay attention to what is on your mind. What is on your mind? This is your sign that there is something that you're constantly thinking about and ignoring, and you're not doing anything about, and you've just got used to thinking about something that you're not doing anything about, and you've been thinking about that particular thing for way too long and you didn't do anything about it. So this is your sign that you need to do something about that, because you're the only person who can do something about it. So far it's only been in your mind. So now it's time to kind of take it on the next level and start the process of manifestation. And you can only do this when you take this seriously and start contemplating this in a proper way. Absolutely amazing, my gorgeous Piscelini, in so many different ways. Like, wow. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, this is important. Okay, you are going to have a very important and very very interesting financial opportunity. This financial opportunity is not going to be something like, oh my god, millions, billions, do you know what I mean? Later on, baby, later on, do you know what I mean? But this opportunity, it's only going to be like a little a financial opportunity, nothing major, but there is something that, oh my god, that you're going to realize when it comes to this financial opportunity that you're going to become aware of. It's not about how much money this is going to bring, but it's like something is going to remind you of your past, something is going to make you feel really nostalgic, something is suddenly going to remind you of how things used to be in your life, and this is all going to lead towards you like wanting to return to your roots. Such a beautiful, gorgeous moment. You're gonna feel like you want to return to your roots, and there is nothing wrong with this whatsoever. It means that you have gathered absolutely invaluable, like crazy realizations throughout the last like a few years. You've learned and you realize so much about yourself, and this is actually a very important aspect of your life. It's actually quite sacred. Why? Because as soon as you realize how much you want to return to your roots, at the same time you are going to realize that there is some kind of addiction that you are going to need to get rid of. Some kind of addiction is going to be highlighted. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're junkie or something, but you know what I mean. Addiction nowadays comes in so many different ways, so this is going to be like a double whammy in the best possible way. It's so good, because you are going to realize that there is some kind of maybe little problem that you have with some kind of addiction. That's absolutely fine. It could be anything, but it is going to be absolutely super important when it comes to you doing the right thing and making your quality of life so much better as well. Very interesting how at the moment in time when you realize how much you want to return to your roots, you're going to also realize, oh my god, I need to like really get rid of this addiction. This is so important. But the bottom line is that this is all going to lead towards you escaping the life that you don't want to live. It's going to lead towards you releasing negativity and finding solutions to your problems. You know, it's going to lead towards you going towards your own spiritual freedom, but ultimately it's going to lead towards you taking control over your life in a way like you've never had a control over your life like this before. I'm not saying that you didn't have a control over your life life, but you will absolutely fully understand what I mean here, because you are going to connect to your inner strength, which is going to lead towards your own rebirth, and most importantly, it's going to lead towards you letting go of the ties that have been binding you for way too long. Okay, my gorgeous Piscelini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.